violence. You have done it repeatedly over this electoral period. Every time you have an issue, you threaten of consequences of 2027 based on past experiences. I want to assure you, yesterday you asked youth between 18 and 35 to show up at Gachagua. Not even your own son between that age showed up. That shows you that your fallacy has now become something of public notoriety, which people have taken cognizance of. But I want to tell you, we were in the opposition with you. We lost gruesome elections in Kabuchai, in London, here in Naivasha. We never at one time threatened anybody with violence. We never at one time threatened anybody with the consequences of the 202 post-election violence. I think the public has spoken. To a large extent, the public rejects your call for violence and intimidation. Today, I visited a lot of marginalized areas. I went to Turkana. I saw people who have never seen anything but war. War in the north, war in the west. I went to West Pokot. I saw people whose security is their biggest concern. And you think you're brave because you say when you talk to a Mau. It is, if that were to be true, it is your father who's Mau, not you. You are simply a district commissioner stealing maize and relief food. You have no credentials anywhere that has tested your courage or your bravery in terms of executing public agenda. So my advice to you is to tone down. It will not be as easy. I am the one who has taken it upon myself because I know how reckless, how skewed, how unobjective you are to respond to all your letters. You write to the IG, I respond. Because I don't want to put these offices into the mud that you like to put people into. You write to the commissioner, IBC, I respond to you. Because UDA knows you better than anybody else. But we're asking you to cease and desist. We will not allow you, Rigiji or Wamunyoro, to mess this country up. You should stop threatening people with violence all the time. The monopoly of violence is only and only with the state. And that this state, this government has a duty to protect. It will protect the lives and properties of all Kenyan citizens. It will not allow you to replay the theatrics of June of 2024 and June of 2025. You must stop. The public has spoken. The overwhelming majority of this country has rejected your message. Savagery, an auxiliary of colonial divisions because you carry the same ideology of divide and rule. So it's time that you stop your violent approach or your call for violence. Every other time you are threatening this government, you are threatening this country with violence because sijui uko na mlima, sijui uko na nani. Even that mlima has demonstrated to you it is not subservient to you. Gallant sons and daughters of that mlima have demonstrated with you that they don't agree with you to a large extent. Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki, the Deputy President, Cecily Mbarire, Kimani Ichung'wah, and other gallant sons of that region. So, and the second one is to stop threatening and intimidating democratic institutions of this country and constitutional commissions and institutions. You picked on a little girl from Mombasa, from Lamu. I have been very hesitant to react to that. Don't you be deceived that Fahima or Ethacon will be intimidated by you. They don't bear any allegiance to us. We hope urge them to conduct their mandates with utmost diligence, with utmost independence, as per the constitutional role of their offices. But when you try to threaten them and profile them socially, don't you think that you will achieve those aims? A man of his caliber picking and casting aspersions on a 31-year-old young woman who has burst the banks of marginalization and stereotyping to become vice chair of the IEBC, then a man with no wit, no wisdom, no focus, no vision, casts aspersions on her and tries to profile her. So I'm asking all independent commissions and all institutions of government not to fall into the intimidation and the ploys of this gentleman. It's his characteristic way. Alisema usiguze mlima, tukamugusa. Hatukugusa mlima, tulimgusa yeye. Hivi tu, si akaenda hospitali. So, fall not in this prey of intimidation. All institutions must carry out their job as per the design of the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. They must not be intimidated by this perennial gambler, characteristic, mode of attack. He had imagined that he was a bigger-than-life kind of person, constantly intimidating the police, intimidating the judiciary, intimidating the IBC. Even as we were in the opposition, I do not recall of any significant intimidation any of us had on institutions of government. We were in Kabuchai, we were in London, we participated in Msambweni. At no time did we accuse institutions of any foul play. The fellow has made it his business to pick and profile people. I think as a government, and I speak also as the appointing or the party appoints government or nominates its government, that it is, again, stop this intimidation. I think moving forward now, we'll have a slightly serious approach to these kinds of reckless individuals. I think the most indefatigable leader of the opposition we had was Raila Odinga. And we saw he actually built institutions to protect democracy. This one is trying to break down these institutions and intimidating the country all the time. Where you see DCP, you see ethnicity. These are fringe little parties. Wiper, mepata kakiti kamoja hapo Mumbini North. Kameran